Hello guys, you know me as a gaming channel, probably. So, yeah, I'm kind of done my break. I mean, I would like a more amount of time, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I know that might sound too cliche to other, YouTubers, but I don't really consider myself as a YouTuber. I just consider this a hobby. Uh, so, yeah, I'm back, but I don't really know what to do with this channel because I've reached 1,000 subscribers and that was like my main goal from the start, and now that I've done it I just don't know what to do. The channel just started out as like random like Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's videos. And then it just changed to random like me just stealing memes, and then it just changed to me making memes, kind of. And, yeah, here we are with, like, all that's happened. It's funny because I can't even, like, remember everything that I've done for this channel. Like, it's just been all over the place. Because I want to just keep uploading. Because I like it. So, what can I say? So, what I want to do with this channel now is don't panic. I'm gonna keep uploading, definitely, but like I'm just gonna change it a bit. Like I'm gonna have some videos or just memes, and then the other I'm gonna just start ranting on things because like I always have these thoughts in my minds, and then like I don't really get to express them, so they just stay there. So I want to just rant about it on YouTube because yeah, it makes me feel better. They're not any, like, serious topics. They're just random topics that I just occasionally think about whenever I'm bored. So, yeah, the first episode is, actually right now. So, I've been seeing, like, countless video games and horror games and YouTube videos about, horror games for children and why it sucks. And to be honest, I don't really care. Like, I don't care. Some of them are bad, in my opinion. Like, I've been seeing, like, Roblox Rainbow Friends everywhere, and, I played it, and in my opinion, it just wasn't really good. Like, I didn't enjoy it. Probably because some of the things that I've seen in it, happen, like, a lot. Like, you see it everywhere. It's cliche for a horror game to have that. And, I just didn't really find the plot interesting. The plot seemed rushed. It doesn't really make sense in my opinion. And then other horror games for children, and despite its shadiness and controversy, Poppy Playtime, I think it's, even though it's kind of like Rainbow Friends where it's like different horror aspects like taken from other games, I still find it interesting. And not the community. I mean, part of the community, I just don't like. That's always the thing about games. Games, no matter what, have I wouldn't say bad side. It's just a certain, you know what I mean. Anyways, I find Poppy Playtime a bit interesting. Like I kind of like it. One thing that I would change about Poppy Playtime, which it's partly famous for, is its puzzles. Most of the puzzles are just the same, and they just expand on it like throughout the chapters. I would make new puzzles, and even while making new puzzles, I would just like not put them everywhere because yeah, I want more horror, because horror games, most horror games rely on puzzles, and I just don't really find that interesting. Like I'd put the horror aspect in front of the puzzles because it's a horror game, not a puzzle game. So the main topic about this video that I'm going to be talking about is what I want in a horror game. Now, I don't know how to make games. I don't have the proper equipment to make games. But if I did, then this is how I would want it. So, first, I already talked about this like just now, but more horror. Like what I mean by that is like more jump scares, and I don't mean like jump scares like when you die. I just want like natural jump scares. Like let's say you enter a room and then you just walk in and then something like hangs from the ceiling and then just like gets up in your face or something. Like obviously I would like make more of that. Like I wouldn't make it just that. I would like expand on it, but I don't really know how to describe it. So I'll just keep it at that. And also, I wouldn't really make it like a cutscene game. Like I think cutscenes just ruin it. That like I want, like, you want to experience it. Like you want to move around. You want to look around while it's happening. Like you don't want to just like stay in one position while your camera moves at whatever's happening. Like let's say you're walking down a dark hallway, and then something appears right in front of you. Kind of like Huggy Wuggy and Poppy Playtime. Kind of like where, except you can die. Yeah, because he just pushes you if you just stay still in that game. But if like you can die if you're not quick enough. Like that's what I want. Like actual jump scares. That would be cool. And oh my god, I can't speak. This probably does happen in other horror games that I don't know about because I'm not really a big horror fan to know like every single horror game. I'm just seeing this off of horror games that I've actually seen, like Five Nights at Freddy's. The horror is good. The gameplay kind of sucks, and I'm saying that the gameplay in Five Nights at Freddy's absolutely sucks. But the horror and the characters and like the lore is what makes a game good. Security Breach. It's fun. It's definitely fun. Even though I haven't played it, it looks fun to play. But but it's not scary. I like Security Breach, but it's not scary. And some of the things in Security Breach I hate, like how Vanny's doesn't really show up more. Afton, definitely Afton. Afton's one of the worst things about Security Breach in my opinion. And I know I'm bringing a lot of things up that other people talk about, but I just naturally agree with it. The Blob, a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I kind of like the Blob. I mean, it's not really like depicted much. Like you don't see him everywhere. Like I wish we would get a bit more like insight on him. But that's the only thing I have with the Blob. Oh my god. Back to the topic. Hello Neighbor. It's not good in my opinion. I don't really like it, even though I used to love it. Like that's just because it was literally a horror game made for children. I don't really find it scary. I find the puzzles in it very, very weird. Like, you would need to search it up on YouTube to know how. Benny and the Ink Machine, I like this story. I like the characters. I hate the ending. I hate the ending a lot. And, I don't like how long we're waiting. But, I mean, a rushed game is bad. And a good game, a game that takes time, will be good. And that's especially said for Cuphead. So, I don't have big expectations on it, but I don't have low expectations on it either. So, what else would I want in a horror game? A horror game, I would want, like, I already mentioned jump scares, but I want, like, actually interesting characters. Like, characters that you would care for, and characters that you would fear. I don't think I would make, like, innocent turn to evil, now they want to kill you, because that's cliche. I just want a natural horror character. That, like, once, that you don't know. I want, like, a horror, like a scary, mysterious character. You don't know its intentions all you know is that it's coming after you. You don't know its lore. You don't. It's it's hard to explain, but you don't know everything about it. All you know is that it's scary. It's going to come after you, and you just need to find a way to evade it. That's what I want. And about horror content in general, mostly I'm going to be referring to analog horror. Uh, I think I'm saying this just because I'm used to the scared, like the disturbing content and like just the scary parts. Some analog horror that I find nowadays isn't really that good. It's not really scary. It's just weird. And I don't know if I'm saying this just, I already said that, but I don't know if I'm saying this just because I'm used to it, or if, like, I'm actually, like, yeah, because sometimes, like, I naturally get disturbed with analog horror, but not that much, probably just because I'm used to it, like I've said for the millionth time, but I've seen some analog horror series, like, start backing away from the analog topic just to focus on the series itself, and I kind of like that. I don't think everything has to be scary in the series, like mostly analog, but I have a feeling it's still going to be scary, obviously, but like not analog wise. Uh, like I've seen that in the Walton Files, I've seen that in partly Mandela Catalog, like how it's like, and especially the Backrooms. The Backrooms is like that one episode where everything's like realistic. That's amazing. Uh, I'd if I like made a game like a horror game, I'd probably reference the analog horror genre, but not too much because I don't really think that it would make a difference. I think it would just be like a cool, fun thing to look at. So this video is going on for more than 12 minutes, and I'm going to wrap everything up that I've just said and end the video. So, what was I saying? Yeah. I have a bit of problems with horror, and how do I say this? I don't really have problems with it. I just don't really find it, like, some things appealing nowadays, because everything, like, is happening. Like, it's all the same. Um, I'd probably make a horror game. I mean, I can't, but if I would, then I would, like, choose the certain topics to make. So, yeah, I'm bad at wrapping up things. I'm good at explaining, and I'm good at getting off track of what I was originally saying. But, yeah, I'm hopefully going to make this a series, because this is, like, what I like to do. Like, I like to talk about things, like, that just randomly pop up in my mind all the time. And, yeah, that's about it. That's about it for this video. Thank you for tuning in to the people who would actually like to hear me, like, rant on these things, because I like to do that. And to those who were subscribed to me only because of this specific topic, just know that this channel, that I'm going to be, like, I'm not going to focus on one thing for the rest of the channel. I'm going to, like, always change this. And change is a good thing. Sometimes. Sometimes I hate changes. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. That's all I have to say.